Good afternoon, everyone. This is Rob with Next Truck Sales. I want to take this opportunity and introduce you to our 2016 Kenworth T680. It features a Cummins ISX 450 with 1550 torque on the pedal, 1750 on cruise. It has an Eaton automatic transmission. It has brand new drive tires and wheels, and it has disc brakes all around. I'll take you through the truck, show you some of the features, some of the things that we've done to the truck to prep it for sale, and explain a little bit about the process if you happen to be watching this video and you're in the US. So have a look here. You'll see on the front, you see a black plastic sensor there. That is the collision mitigation system. That is Bendix factory installed system. Gives you an audible warning if you have a metallic object in front of you. It will first give you a warning, a beep, and if you get too close, it's actually going to apply the brakes. Newer cars have these as well. They call it adaptive cruise. It works great, and it's great for stop and go traffic, especially with an automatic transmission. Have a look here. You see that we have Goodyear steering tires on this side, low profile with about 40 to 50% treads. And you'll see here we've got steer axle disc brakes on here. Take a look here. We've got the battery powered APU unit. The batteries are inside of there. Those are glass mat batteries. Have a look over inside of here. You'll see the APU unit is inside of there. That is a battery powered unit, and the factory HVAC is right here. Have a look here. We've got a couple of chain racks. You've got the condenser for the APU unit. You can see that we've sandblasted and painted the chassis. Brand new tires and wheels here. The insides are steel, the outsides are aluminum. Kenworth AG 400, 40,000 pound suspension, 4 bags, 4 pivots, standard 40,000 pound rear axle. And my apologies, these are drum brake on the back, disc brake only on the front. You got a pintle hook here for if you're hauling converter dollies. Okay, I'll give you a good wide angle perspective here. We've got double bunk access doors on the passenger side, on the driver's side. Have a look here. You'll see that we've got access through here. Gives you access to an inverter. That's your APU unit. We've got a small fuse panel, and we've got a factory subwoofer here. This door here opens up from the inside. We've got full skirts here, partial skirts on the other side because you have the chain racks. Take a look here. We've got a Holland 3500 sliding fifth wheel. Let's take a look under the hood and see what we've got. DEF tank fill, and your your truck batteries are under that panel there. So we've got 8 batteries on this truck. They're separated by an isolator. The isolator makes sure that if you run your APU unit until the batteries go dead, that your truck is still going to start. And then once the truck is started, the alternator is going to charge up both sets of batteries. Over here, we've got a Bridgestone 50% tread. And you can see here that we've sandblasted and painted the frame. Okay, the truck is going to come certified with no leaks, no lights, ready to go to work. You can see it's been serviced. Okay, cold air conditioning, warm heater. We're not guaranteeing the function of the APU unit. Have a look over here. Okay, Cummins ISX. This is a fleet maintained truck. It came from a good home. I know the fleet very well. They take care of their equipment very well, and if you need maintenance history for these trucks, we can supply that on request. I'm going to get this truck running in just a minute. For now, we're going to go on the inside of the truck, and I'll show you some of the features on the inside. First, importantly, 450 horse. Actually, I'll take you over here really quickly. You'll see it'll say 450 horsepower, and then it says ST. That means split torque or dual torque. And if you look over here, you'll see 1550, 1750. So that is 1550 with the accelerator pedal, 1750 with cruise control. Have a look over here. We've got block heater over here. Okay, so we've got, let's have a look and see here. I'm just looking at some of the specs. Okay, so we've got the Eaton 16-speed Ultra Shift automatic direct with 264 rear axle ratio. So that's going to give you optimum fuel economy. That is what this engine and transmission and gear rating have been designed for. When you look at first off, a 450 horsepower is not a high horsepower engine. It's going to pull everything up to 80,000 pounds. That's plenty. The 264 ratio keeps your RPMs low, but more importantly, it gives you less parasitic loss through the transmission because the drive shaft is spinning much slower. And when the drive shaft spins slower, then you have less wasted energy. And the transmission main shaft is coupled directly from the clutch to the output shaft, so there's no loss inside of the transmission. A little tricky, a little technical, I'm sorry to do that to you, but if you look up direct versus overdrive transmissions, you'll see direct drive transmissions are generally better for, we'll call it turnpike type hauling, so not going up a ton of hills, but driving along the highway. Have a look here, California emissions, US emissions compliant. And let's have a look inside of here. So this is the Vantage interior. It's a mid-level. It's not the VIT, but you'll see here we do have nice upholstery with stitching. We've got power locks, mirrors, and windows, and heated mirrors as well. If you look over here, we've got multi-way adjustable along with the skirt at the bottom of the seat. Okay, the seat overall is in about a 7 to 10 condition. We've got some wear and tear. It's not new, but it is in decent shape. Let's have a look over here. I'm going to start this up. Minute, get the door shut. Oh, one other thing I should show you. I'm going to start it first. If you look down here, there's a couple of switches. Those switches kill the batteries. So those switches, when you walk away from the truck for any length of time, you want to turn those switches off in case you happen to leave your fridge on or a light on in the inside. That will make sure that you don't kill your batteries. So this truck here currently 973 kilometers, and watch this, super easy to switch it. 605 miles. There you go. No check engine lights, good oil pressure, good voltage, automatic climate control. I'm going to leave that right there. You've got the Cobra head shifter. That's a nice that you don't have to reach all the way down. Sometimes they have the push button shifter, which you have to push to change gears. This is good. You just, if you do want to change and you're in manual, you're just going to push this button here to shift up and shift down. We're going to leave it in neutral. Okay, so we got parking brake, we've got cruise, we've got your engine brake, fan override is all here, traction control disable, regen button, locking differential. I got the sun in my eyes here, sorry, it's flashing in and out. I'm going to try and do it this way. So you've got a diff lock, you've got a drop axle, you've got a sliding fifth wheel, and you've got a suspension dump. I'll come back over here, we've got suspension low gauge, and then we've got all the other standard gauges. So primary and secondary air, fuel, def, oil pressure, coolant, temperature, voltage. Okay, so let's go on inside here and have a look at the truck. So this has the spin around chair if you have a look here. Okay, so this little guy here, you kick that out and that will spin around and face that table. I'm not going to do it now in this video. If you're familiar with T680s, you probably already know how that works. But have a look here, table's in very good shape. We've got flat screen television mount. We've got factory installed receptacle with 120 volts coming out of there. Okay, this can be spun around like that to use to access the drawer, which is in good condition. And we've got, because we've got the Kenworth smart air system, we've got extra thick curtains. That's going to give you a little bit of extra insulation. The smart air system with the heat and the air conditioning is not really designed to take a hot cab or a cold cab and cool it down or heat it up. It's generally designed to keep it at the same temperature that it is when you shut the truck off. So it's important to be aware that the system is not as powerful as a diesel powered APU unit. The batteries will last 8 to 10 hours, but they're really set up for maintaining the temperature. They're not as powerful to be able to take it from, you know, a 90-degree hot cab and take it down to 60 degrees. So you have to be aware of that. But if you shut the truck off and it's 70, it'll keep it there for 10 hours. Have a look in here. We've got more secure storage up top here. Okay, we've got the books. That's always good to know. You've got the owner's manuals. We've got CB radios, and let's have a look here. So we've got your inverter and your Kenworth Smart Air. Let's push a button and see if it even turns on. Probably not. No, nothing going on there. Okay, the inverter, we're good there. Okay, Interior light switch is always great to have. Refrigerator switch is excellent. One of my favorite features. I'll show you a cool feature. So if you watch that Kenworth, the Kenworth is the only truck that has it. With that switch on, when I turn this truck off, you get a little green light in there to tell you, hey, you left your fridge on, because you don't want to come back to dead batteries. So that's a great feature. Okay. You've got mood lighting switch. So this is going to turn on and off that little red light, which doesn't look like much, but at night it's just enough to see, but it's not so much that it's actually annoying. Inside of here, we've got a refrigerator. Okay, and let's see if we can't get underneath here. Oh, this is the one thing with the Kenworths. This has to be spun out of the way in order to be able to get underneath the bed. So underneath the bed, we've got the factory HVAC. We've got the aftermarket Kenworth air system, battery powered. We've got a bunk heater. So this is a heater that is going to burn diesel fuel. That will be working. And we've got a subwoofer. We've got a step here to get up to the second level. And we've got a bed on the second level. So let me get that down and show you. Okay, with a brand new mattress inside of there, along with your nets. If anybody happens to be sleeping up there, take a look here. Curtains will need to be re-buttoned up, and just to give you a good look. So there you have it. Let's go outside, have a listen to the engine run. That's important as anything. So what we'll do, I'm going to start the engine. I'm going to take the oil filler cap off. I'm going to walk around the truck and let you have a look at how much blow-by is coming out. That'll give you a good indication of how much life is left in the engine, and we can determine, generally speaking, if it's on its way out the door or if it's in good health. Cummins, as a general rule, have more blow-by than most engines. That's just their standard. But let's have a look what we've got. So bear with me just one moment. Let's see. So there is a very small amount there that is visible, which is typically normal for a Cummins, like I said, but nothing to be too concerned about. Front cover up in the compressor gasket. This is dry. And there you have it. So 2016 Peterbilt. Sorry, my apologies. Kenworth 680. Close the hood. We're good there. Okay. 2016 Kenworth T680 Cummins automatic. Rob at Next Truck Sales. Give me a call. 289-259-6054. I hope to hear from you soon. Bye for now.